Hey guys, it's Tracy here. First of all, I wanted to thank you for purchasing my AI Employee Snapshot. I think you're going to love it. Um, and I wanted to do this quick video to provide a full walkthrough for you. I've created a detailed document. So the document you see on the right hand side here, I'm just going to follow this document step by step, just as you're going to once you receive this from me. And before I get started, I just wanted to again thank you for your purchase, but I also wanted to say thank you um, your for your patience. I really appreciate it. I wanted to make sure everything was really dialed in across the board with my instructions and make sure everything installs properly so we don't have any headaches and you don't have any frustrations going forward. So I really appreciate your patience with this. So without further ado, let's get into the full walkthrough. Again, I'm just going to assume I'm receiving the snapshot and I'm going to install it on a new sub account and configure everything across the board. And I think you're going to find if you just go through step by step in my document and through this video, it's going to be really easy for you. So, and that's the whole point of the reason why I created the snapshot the way I did, to make things really easy so you guys can get out there and start, offering AI agents, because it's really hot now. It's really the thing, really a great foot in the door, a great foot in the door strategy. So it's a good time. So let's get into this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a sub account here. And I'm going to select from my snapshots, but you're going to actually select from the imported snapshots. So you're going to be taking the snapshot that's provided to you, which is a restricted snapshot for your specific sub account, by the way, so it can't be shared with anybody else, which is great. But you're going to be selecting from the imported snapshots item here instead of the my snapshots, okay? So I'm going to go here. I'm going to select the AI Employee Snapshot by T-Works. This is what it's going to be named, okay? I'm going to select and continue. I'm going to add my account manually. I'm going to try and get through this pretty quick. I have to fill out all the information here. I'm not going to worry if I'm exactly accurate. Yeah, maybe I will. Make me slow down a little bit here. Okay. Okay, business name. I'm just going to call the business name, I'm just going to call it Snap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Main Street. My city is Boca Raton. My country is the United States. My business niche is, let's see, where's marketing? I'm close. Marketing agency, there we go. My state's Florida. My postal code is 33433. I'm just going to use a fake name or a fake number here. My website is www.website.com. Websuite.com. All right. And I'm going to select my time zone here. Eastern Standard Time, New York. There we go. Everything's ready to roll. Let's click Save. And now this account's going to be created with a snapshot applied to it. Now all I've got to do is go and configure it. And there's a few moving parts, but it's not a lot. I mean, I've seen snapshots, maybe you have too, snapshots from various vendors within the HighLevel community that are just filled with a bunch of stuff and that you won't use. And I really didn't want that for my snapshots, and I don't want that for anybody, because I've been through that, and it's like you get a snapshot filled with all these things and it's so many workflows and this and that, and it's really confusing. So I didn't want to do that. So I built my snapshot way differently. So let's get in here and get it configured. Okay, so once I've got it loaded, and actually, if I look at my doc on the doc here, I'm making a couple of assumptions. The first assumption is you actually have an existing HighLevel sub account that you're going to load the snapshot into, right? And then you've already provided your sub account ID so that we can export that can be installed in your specific sub account. And last but not least, you have an A2P verified number configured in your sub account already, because you have to assign your AI agent to an A2P number, right? It's got to answer something, right? So if you don't have an A2P verified number yet and you don't know how to get through that process, let me know. I've got a great script that will get you approved in 24 to 48 hours every time. So I've got this down to a science. So just let me know if you need help with that. So the first thing that, as just like the doc says here, we need to connect the domain to our funnel. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the sub account here that I just created, and that's called Snap. Here we go. Okay, and I'm going to go down to settings here. I'm going to go to domains, And I'm going to connect a domain, and I think I got one already called snapshot.tworks.com. It's a subdomain right there. I'm going to continue. I'm going to just select add record manually because I've already added this on my server. I've already added the necessary DNS record to my server. So I'm going to select manually. I'm going to click verify record. So this should be really, really quick because I've already added this. So I should find it pretty fast. Let's go high level. I tried to make everything really clean here in the snapshot and the funnel to make it really, really easy for anybody to use. So hopefully you're gonna find that that's true. Okay, so there's my domain. It didn't ask me to connect it to a funnel yet, but that's okay. We can do that over here. Usually when you add your domain, it'll ask you what funnel or website you want to connect it to. For whatever reason, it didn't right here, but I'm not too worried about it. So next I've got to, let's go to the funnel over here. Here's the funnel, AI Employee Funnel by TWorks. Let's get the domain assigned to this funnel. So I'm going to go to settings, domain, and select that subdomain that I've added here. That's okay. It's just telling me that some paths are similar to other paths, probably from another test that I already did before doing this video, just to make sure everything was okay. So these URLs will have this number at the end of it, just because it already existed in another subaccount I just tested. So, but this will be your actual domain that you've got assigned, right? And so let's see. Okay, now that we've got the domain assigned to the funnel here, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a booking calendar. So let's go to calendars, go to calendar settings, and I'm going to create a new calendar. And oh, actually, you know what? I've got one step before this that I forgot. We need to add a staff member for the calendar. Okay, and you'll see in a minute why this is true. So I'm going to add an employee. I'm going to do Tracy W +1 at tworks.com. Here, this goes here actually. Let's go Tracy with 10 Keller. Tracy with vibe. Okay, save. So I'm adding a new user. Let's see. Okay, it says a user with that ID already exists. I'm just going to do +2 in here. That should get me through. There we go. User created. Okay. Now I can go back to my calendar, and I can actually add a calendar because now I have a user to assign that calendar to. Without a user, you can't create the calendar. I'm going to go to create calendar. I'm going to do a personal booking calendar, and this is why, because I'm using a personal booking calendar, we needed a user to assign this calendar to, right? So I'm going to select personal booking. I'm going to call this Snap Booking Cal. Snap Booking Cal. Boom. Member is me, or anybody else that you want to assign this calendar to from your end. I'm just going to do Booking Cal and put some gibberish at the end here. There we go. Confirm. Okay, now my calendar's been created. So what's next over here? Let's see. Create a booking calendar. If you haven't already created a calendar, create calendar. Go to the book. Okay, let's go to the second step in the funnel, which is the booking step. And we need to update this page by adding this new calendar. So this would be your calendar, your booking calendar. You're going to add to this page now. So we've got to go to the second step here, the Book AI Success Call, and we need to edit this step. I wish there was a way to add a calendar to a custom value, like just the calendar itself, but there isn't. So you have to physically go into the funnel here and add the calendar. So I'm going to click on the calendar element here, and now I have my Snap Booking Cal there. Okay, so this is going to be your booking calendar here that you're going to add here. And don't worry about the broken images here, the logos on the top and bottom. We just simply haven't edited those custom values yet to display an image there, right? So I'm going to, since I've got a valid URL connected here, I can publish. So the difference between save and publish, if I save, it's going to save my changes. But if this is a live page, it's not going to show these updates that I'm making now to the on the live page unless I select publish. Okay, so I can either click save and publish, or if I just select publish, I don't have to click save. So I don't know how many times it took me to not to click save and then click publish, but it's not required. If you just want to save your page and publish it, all you got to do is click publish. So I'm going to do that. Let's publish. Let me point out one thing too, how it the SEO metadata here. I created metadata custom values for the main landing page. If you want to, you can create those for the secondary pages like the booking page here and so forth in the funnel. But at the very least, you should come in here into the SEO data and change like your content. You see here, I've got this custom values metadata meta title. This is pulling from the actual the landing page. So I think I just copied and pasted the same custom values here. But if you wanted these to be different than the values in the landing page, you have to create different custom values specifically for this page, right? For the title, description, keywords. You see I have the author and the social image as well, right? And again, I think I copy and pasted this from the first page, but these should be totally different. So you can either add them as custom values like I've done here, or you can just come in here and you know, add text in here if you want to. So I just want to point that out. Okay, so now that I have the calendar assigned, like now that you have your calendar assigned to this page, let's go to the next step. Let's see. Go to click on the empty calendar element. Yeah, we just did that. Okay. Okay, now it's time to update some custom values. So we did all of the calendar stuff right now. We added your calendar to the funnel. So now we just have to update some custom values. And what we're going to do, we're going to go to settings and we're going to go to custom values here. And if I click on folders, you'll see I've got an AI employee folder and I've got a metadata folder. And let's go to the AI employee folder. And you can see I've got a number of things here, 10 things that we just need to update the values for the custom fields to get these to populate on the actual page. So if I were to go to, let's just do this real quick. Let's go to the page and let's view it and see what it looks like before we update any custom values. And so as you can see here, we don't see the hero image in the background. We don't see the call to action hero or image in the background here either. And we don't have the company name and we don't have the actual phone number here injecting on the page, right? And so, and again, this is simply because we haven't updated custom values. So I'm just going to leave that tab open. Let's go back to the custom values here. Folders, AI employee, and the booking page URL. I almost forgot. Go back to the site, go back to the funnel, the second page of the funnel. Let's copy this URL. This is your booking page URL. So I'm going to copy that. Now I'm going to go back to custom values. Okay. And then the first one is your booking page URL. So I'm just going to click on the three dots and click edit. And in the value here, I'm going to paste the booking page URL. Bam. And here's what HighLevel does all the time. It's just a caching issue. So if you just go back and then go into folder again, it'll refresh and with your information that you've just updated. Don't know why it does that, but HighLevel isn't great for caching. So you just have to kind of force it, or sometimes you got to refresh your page. So next is the CTA background image, and that is the small image that's down here. Hello. Go away, please. There you go. That's down here in the background of this call to action area. Okay. So I have that. I have a URL for this. I'm just going to paste this URL in here. Edit custom value, enter value, blam. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the hero background image. Let's go back, hit this again, refresh. There we go. Go to the hero image and click edit custom value and paste that in here. Okay, go back, refresh. Okay. Now for the logo image, at the top, I've got a logo image at the top here and the bottom of the funnel page, right? And so all you have to do is update the logo value here. And if you have a URL that you already have somewhere where your image is hosted, you could copy and paste it just like I did these two images in here. But if you wanted to add your logo image to your sub account here, the easiest way to do that is go to the media storage item here, select upload, and I'm going to do your logo white PNG here. I'm going to open this. So I'm going to upload that, and now I'm going to click on the three dots, and I'm going to select get link. So this is the link to this image. Okay, so now once I click the get link, I can go back to settings, I can go back to custom values and go to my AI employee folder, and I can go into the logo custom value and I can paste my URL for my image I just uploaded. Okay, so I'm going to update that. We just have a few more things to update here. Let's go back. Employee, refresh please. There we go. The phone number. So this would be your A2P verified phone number. So I'm just going to go 555-555-1212. Okay, there we go, and update the that number. Okay, now before I go into the other custom values here, I need to go grab the URLs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 URLs that I need to grab. So I've got a policy page or privacy policy page that I created for you guys. That's a really good privacy policy. You've got your promo page, which is actually the landing page, not the booking page, but your landing page, the first page in the funnel. I've got an SMS terms page for you guys. I've got a terms of use page, and I have an unsubscribe page URL. I gave you a little bonus in here and added an easy way for you guys to manage unsubscribes. So I'll show you that in a minute. But let's go get these. Let's go get these URLs real quick. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go back to the sites. I'm going to go back to my funnel. And you can see all the steps in the funnel. Here's my privacy policy page. This is my, I guess I want the privacy policy page first. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to, here, we'll do it here. You can see my cheat sheet over here. I'm going to paste it over this one. Then I'm going to grab the terms of use URL, copy this one, paste it over that one. I'm going to grab the SMS terms of use, copy, blam. And if you have to, if you still have to get verified for a number for your A2P, having these pages in your funnel, as long as it's directing to an actual URL, this is what will help you get verified like really, really, really fast. When they see, when Twilio sees that the links to these URLs, they love this, and they'll like your verification is like, it happens in no time, for whatever reason. So, all right, now I have those three. I need the, let's see, where's my, oh, I need to grab this. I think I put this in the right place. Oh, I guess I did. Okay. And then I need the AI employee, this first page. This is what I call the promo page. This is your landing page. Put this in here. I think it's the second one in terms of where they land in the custom values, but I really don't care right now. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go into the unsubscribe funnel, and I'm going to copy. Actually, I'm going to connect my domain, my subdomain to this funnel first, right? Save. Boom. So now I can provide an actual URL for the unsubscribe page as well. Copy. Actually, I don't know why I have a capital U. I want a lowercase u. I think we're doing pretty good here. Okay, let's copy this URL. This is my unsubscribe URL. All right, now let's go back to our custom values. Here. Folders, AI employee, and I want to update the privacy policy URL here. So let's grab this one with our new URL that we just copied and pasted from the funnel. Going to update that. Force HighLevel to refresh here. I think I need the promo page next. Yeah, promo page. Just going alpha here. What's next? SMS terms of use. Grab this over here. Back. SMS terms of use. Right here. Blam. I've got my terms of use next, I think. Yep. Back. Refresh. My terms of use here. Blam. And then I've got my unsubscribe. Back, refresh, and let's update the unsubscribe link. Up, come here, right here. There we go. Now I can move this off to the side because I think I'm done with that. Now let's see where we are in terms of my step-by-step doc here. I didn't exactly follow step-by-step. I was kind of going through kind of fast over here, but it's all the same. Let's see. Oh, the metadata. Okay, so let's go back to the metadata custom fields here. So you can see that I've given you guys a little hint and a guide that you should follow when adding your page titles for your metadata, your keywords, and your descriptions, right? And these are based on Google's what Google likes. So this is why I've added this here to give you guys a little bit of a guide when you're adding your information. So you can see these are blank right now, but like your author, I would go into author, and this would be your name or your company name, right? Blam. And then your description here, your meta keywords in here, your social image that's going to be displayed. That the social image is great because like when somebody pulls up your page on, like if you text them, they'll see a nice image in the text message that they tap on to go to the page. So I use these a lot. And then your meta titles too. So just make sure you update these. Again, these are for your promo page, your first landing page. If you wanted to add additional items, I would do of course the author and the social image those are going to be the same, but your title, keywords, and descriptions should be different for each one of your pages. So I would just create additional custom values and call it meta title booking page, and then add whatever the title is for that specific page, and same for the description and keywords, right? Okay, so that's the metadata, and that's basically all the custom values that we have to update right now. So if I just go to the page here and I refresh, there we go. Now we have our logo up here. Again, this is just a PNG image that you can replace. We have let's see, what am I missing? I think I'm missing something. Oh no, it's there. I named the company name Snap. So if this is I don't know, Microsoft, it would be with Microsoft's AI employee, right? So that's the company name that's pulling from the location is being injected everywhere. The phone number is being injected. The hero image you see up there is being injected, and the CTA image down here as well is being injected. Okay, so I mean, look, it's that easy to update your page, right? Looks great, right? And it looks great on mobile too. So I worked hard on that. Where are we? Yeah, let's go back to the sub account and let's update some workflows now. So we're just about done actually. So let's go to the workflows and I'll show you what I created in the workflows. I've got an AI employee folder here, and I've got an unsubscribe folder. Let's go to the AI employee folder first. Okay, and this is all we have. We have 4 workflows. That's it. I didn't want to overcomplicate anything for you guys. So let's see, first on booking confirmation and reminders. Let's look at the booking requested first, and I'll explain this. I'm gonna explain this a little bit more in a minute, but what this is doing, I don't have a trigger because the AI is triggering this. So when somebody is on a call with your AI employee or your AI agent, and they say, I want to speak to somebody, or they say, they agree that they want to book a call. So the AI is going to try to get them, is going to collect some information from them and then get them to book a call. And I'll show you this in a minute. And if the caller says, okay, yeah, I want to book a call, the AI agent sends a link right to their phone while they're on the call with them, so the AI agent can confirm it from their end, right? This is what the AI agent says, so it seems legitimate and everything. But it sends this. That's what this workflow does. When somebody says yes, I want to speak to somebody or I want to book a call, it fires off this workflow and sends them the booking link either via email or SMS. The AI asks them what they want. Usually it's SMS, right? So they get the link in 2 seconds while they're on with the AI. They book a call and they say, yep, I just booked my call. And the AI says, yep, great, I got it from our end. You're all set to go. Thanks so much, right? Something like that. So that's what this AI booking requested workflow does. Let's go to the next one. This booking confirmed plus reminders is exactly what it does. The trigger for this is them booking on your calendar. So when you open this workflow, the first thing you have to do is you have to add your calendar in here. Right now, there's no calendar assigned to this because it's a snapshot, right? It's just been exported and it needs a calendar to hook up to this. So you're going to go to Add Filters. You're going to, from the drop down here, and you're going to select In Calendar, and then you're going to select your Snap Booking Cal calendar. And then what I would do is I would do Snap Booking Cal, just so when you name it, oh, I knew I was going to run out. When you name it, you can see what, you know, this in the actual workflow, they're having to go into this step, right, to see what it does and what calendar is connected to, right? So, okay, so it connects to your calendar. So a booking on your calendar triggers this workflow. And the first thing that happens is it adds a tag, which is called Success Call Booked, AI Employee Success Call Booked. You can call this whatever you want and change the tag if you want. So it adds that tag. It updates the status in the pipeline that I've created, which is, there's I think it's an AI employee leads pipeline, and there's a lead, booked success call, completed success call, no show, cancel, left Google review, or became client. I don't think we need the Google review as part of the snapshot, but anyway, I'll see if I can remove before I export it. So that's one thing that we don't need right here. But you could add this to your flow if you wanted. After somebody had a success call, maybe they became a client, and then you had another stage where, you know, you asked them for a Google review, and they actually gave you a Google review. That would update in the pipeline here as well, which is kind of cool. So so we got it updates the pipeline status here. When somebody books a call, they actually become a lead, right? Or they actually are in the booked success call. They're a lead when they actually opt in before booking a call, and I'll show you that in just a second. Actually, you know, I'll show you that right now. So what happens is when somebody comes to your page, and you could, surely you could, if you, well, the way I've done this is somebody comes to your page, I want to get them to make a small micro commitment, and that small micro commitment would be to like opt in. So either by book with us, it loads the little modal with this opt-in form here saying, hey, I'm interested in my own employee, right? So instead of taking them to a full-on booking page, I get them to do this step first, to make a smaller commitment and just opt in to take the next step, and that would be book a call. And this is the same that happens when they click any of these buttons here on the landing page. Okay, so and then what happens is when they complete this form and click the book a call button, it goes right to your calendar with their information already pre-filled, and all they've got to do is book a date and time, right? Select a date and time on your calendar, which is cool. And so the reason I've done this is because I wanted to get people to take that one micro step, and that's opt in. But and so this, well, let me finish this workflow. This is the rest of this workflow is just sending an SMS to you, internal notifications to you saying, you know, that this person booked a call, and I or the workflow sends an SMS confirmation to them via and an email confirmation, both, and then it waits a day, and then it sends them reminders and sends you a reminder, and then an hour before their appointment, again, a third wait step is it reminds you, and then it reminds them as well about the call coming up. Okay, if you want to add more reminders in here, you certainly can. I think this is enough, but I've seen some snapshots where people are sending reminders every day for like a week, and it's just like, to me, it was just too much. So I just want to really simplify this, but you can add more, you can take some away, whatever you want to do here. You know, I've made it really easy. Okay, so I've added my calendar, which is remember, the most important step here is to select my booking calendar, right? That's going to fire off this workflow. That's going to trigger the workflow. So I've done that, all right? I'm going to publish this workflow. You always remember to publish your workflows to get them to work, right? So let me go back here now. And I think I'm gonna publish this workflow as well, because this is important. I have to do this to show you when we get into the AI part of it in a minute, how this works. Workflows. Okay, I've got two more workflows. This is so the booking requested. This is again from the AI. The AI this will trigger when the AI talks to somebody and they agree to book an appointment. So that's what triggers that. This is when they book. These are the confirmations. This is the AI employee notification. This is the first step. This is the step that happens when they fill out this form before they book with you. And let me show you what I did. I'm just going to publish this right now real quick. And so the trigger is the AI form. So the form submitted is AI employee. Okay. So when that form is submitted, which is this one, I add a tag, AI Employee Opt-in. Come on, right here. And then I add them to the actual pipeline as a lead. And then I send an internal notification. Says, hey, location owner first name, Tracy opted in from the employee landing page. If they don't book a success call within 15 minutes, the system will text the booking URL to them. So that's what I specifically did. I wanted to get the system to give them a nudge if they haven't booked a call after they opt in within 15 minutes. Okay, and that's really all this. That's really all this workflow does. And if they don't opt in within 15 minutes, I actually send them an email and an SMS saying, "Oops, hey, it looks like you're interested in an AI employee, but something happened during the booking process. Here's the link." And here's another thing that you need to do. The only things you need to do in this workflow is you need to set the trigger links right here for your booking URL. And what I did is in the snapshot, I already created the trigger links for you, and they're pulling from the custom values that we just updated with your booking link. So all you have to do is come in here to these two steps, the email and the SMS, did something go wrong steps, highlight this trigger link here, and click on the trigger link icon here, and select your booking page trigger link right here. Boom. So you can see that changed. Now let me save this action, and I'll show you. I'll do it in the email again. Highlight this whole trigger link here, select the icon, and you'll see, watch the trigger link change here. Oh, did I do the other one already? Let's see. Booking link. Okay, maybe I already did it. Just make sure that you come in here to the email and the SMS messages and highlight this trigger link, and make sure you select yours here so so this workflow can fire off based on your trigger link. Okay, I'm going to save action. I'm going to click save. Okay, so that's it for this workflow. What else do I have here? Okay, booking calendar trigger link clicked. Okay, so what I did was I also created, if you remember, the booking confirmation here. This is triggered by somebody actually booking on your calendar. But what I did is I created another similar workflow that fires when somebody clicks the trigger link. Let's see. I don't need this. I don't need this trigger. There we go. So the only trigger we want for this workflow is when somebody clicks that booking page trigger link, and this is after the 15 minutes after when they've filled out your form. It says, hey, I'm interested in an AI employee, but they haven't actually booked on your calendar. So this is why I created a separate trigger, a separate workflow to track people that after 15 minutes click on the trigger link. Hopefully after we've sent them an SMS or an email reminding them, hey, did something go wrong? Here's the link. Go book now. So we want to know when people click on those trigger links so you can kind of look for them, right? And look out for them and maybe follow up. And I've added some, SMS, some internal notifications for you that says, hey, Tracy clicked on your booking calendar trigger link. If they don't book a call within 15 minutes, the system will text a booking URL to them. You might want to reach out to them. So if it were me and somebody, opts in on my form and they don't schedule a call with me within that 15 minutes, I might want to even reach out to them and say, hey, I saw you, opted in and you're interested in AI, how about we get together and, discuss how I can do this for you. This is what I would do too, right? So it's just another way to kind of, another touch point, right? And then I also have the same, did something go wrong, messages down here. So let's just make sure these trigger links are updated. It almost looks like HighLevel is automatically updating his trigger links, which is pretty cool, but I just want to make sure by selecting the ones in this sub-account that I just created. All right, boom. So I want to publish and click save. Okay, so I think that workflow is pretty straightforward too. So now let's go into the unsubscribe workflows. There's just one. So what happens is, actually, before I do that, let's go to the sites. Let's go to the funnel, in the unsubscribe funnel, and take a look at this page. So all I did is I created a page here that made it easy for people to unsubscribe. So what happens is you're messaging somebody and they say they want to unsubscribe. You just have to have a way to get them the unsubscribe link. So when they click the trigger link to unsubscribe, it automatically unsubscribes them. I'll show you the workflow in a second, and it takes them to this page and it says, hey, we're sorry to see you go. You have been unsubscribed. I'm going to fix that line spacing right there with that G. I hate that. So it takes them back to this page, and then they can click back to to your website or to the landing page or wherever you want them to go from here, right? And this is I believe this is a custom value. Yeah, that's a custom value back to your promo page. Okay, okay. So that's that. Okay, so now the workflow for the unsubscribe. I'll show you how this works. It's really easy. Let's go here, go into the workflow. And so when somebody clicks your unsubscribe trigger link, which I've already saved as part of your snapshot, and it pulls from the custom value. If you remember, we added that custom value as well, that URL. When they click your unsubscribe trigger link here, what happens is it waits a minute, and then it adds the DND and the unsubscribe tags, and then it assigns DND for all the channels except a call, because maybe you might want to call them and try to, or maybe they want to call you. You know, leaving that call channel open, I think is probably a good idea. So that's why I did it this way. So I'm just gonna publish and save my workflow. Okay, oh, go back. I don't want that. All right, so now that covers all of the custom values. It covers the calendar. It covers all of the workflows. It covers all of the pages in the funnel. So I think that is pretty straightforward, and I think hopefully you're finding this to be straightforward. I know I'm kind of going through stuff pretty quick. I'm kind of anxious to get this to everybody. So let's go back to my detailed doc here. And again, if you just go through, do nothing more, then go through step by step in this document, you're going to get to where I just got to the end, right? To configure your whole account and have it ready. All right. So now let's go look at the AI employee configurations here. This is the fun stuff, right? I mean, it's all fun, but this is the really fun stuff. So first thing you're going to have to do is create an agent. If you haven't got one already, you're going to have to do this. So I'm going to name it Allie, and you can see here, let's see, agent name. Yeah, this is where you put your agent name. I'm naming mine Allie. My business name is Snap, which is pre-populated. My favorite voice so far is Samantha, Teen and Focus. For whatever reason, she sounds really laid back, but she sounds like smart and not very robotic. So I like this voice a lot. And then, so what we have to do here, so I'm using her, and what we have to do is update this initial message to say what we want her to say. So in my case, I say, hi, thanks for calling T-Works, right? This is your company name. I'm Allie, a virtual assistant, and I'm here to answer questions or get you to the right person. How can I help you? All right, so I'm going to save this or go to next. That's all we need to do on this first screen. Just create our name our agent, select a voice, and then add the initial message that we want her to say or him, right? So let's go to next, and I'm going to go to advanced mode here on the next page on the agent goals. Go to advanced, okay? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to I've got the prompt all here for you guys. All you got to do is copy and paste the prompt and make a couple of changes. So I'm going to come all the way down to the bottom here, copy, and I'm going to paste over everything. Okay, so here's the prompt. So all you have to do is come in here and change your agent name and change your company name, and then you might want to change some of the details of like what you offer. Like what I have the AI say is, hey, what services are you interested in? We offer AI voice and conversational assistance, web design, helping your business get found on Google, business automation services, and so much more. We just released our AI voice assistants, which is very exciting because they can save businesses a lot of time and money. Which services are you most interested in? So this is how this has this, the AI collects the information we want her to collect, right? Or him, sorry. So you just have to be very specific. And when you read through my prompt, you'll see how specific I am. As long as you're very specific and you keep everything relevant all the time, the AI does a really, really good job of staying on point and on script to extract the information we want it to extract and actually get them to book an appointment, okay? So let me go down a little bit farther here. Now, this information I put in here, you can delete this information. Well, actually, I'll delete it out of here now, but I'll make sure it's not in the final prompt. I'll remove this from the instruction doc over here. But what I'm telling you is this information down here below, instructions for handling caller inquiries, you'll see this information, and it's very weird. If a caller refuses to answer a question, respect the right to privacy and tell them you'll have someone call back as soon as possible. That's okay. Ask for their email address. Assure someone will reply to them soon. Okay, that's okay, straightforward and understandable. But the information down here is not. If the caller asks a question, check whether the question matches a tool's trigger condition. If the question matches the tool's triggered condition, yada, yada, yada. And so this is in the default AI prompt that the HighLevel AI team created. And I was on a call last week, an AI call, and one of the AI team guys was on the call, leading the call, and there were two other guys from a company called Leverage, and I guess they've been using the HighLevel AI for a while and testing it like a lot. And I asked them if this information, what this has to do with specifically, and if it's actually required at all. And so they didn't have answers. They said that we should probably find out in the coming weeks if, what this information is for, what it all means, and if it's required or not. In the meantime, I just leave it in here because my AI is working great with it, right? And so I've got other scripts that are other prompts that I've tested too that seem to work well too. But just until I get some information from the HighLevel AI team that about what this information is useful for, I'm just going to leave it in here because it's it doesn't make me go over my prompt limit or anything else. So as long as my AI is working good with this information in there, I'm just going to leave it. Okay, so. In this information, this was just a note to you guys, and I'm going to pull out from my from the prompt over here. So once I've got my prompt in here, a couple things I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a call transfer. So I'm going to go here to set up your actions. I'm going to select call transfer. In this case, I'm going to transfer to Tracy. This could be to you, right? Transfer to wherever you want the AI to transfer to so somebody, a live person can pick up, right? And so this would be your A2P verified number. Let's see if it'll take. Okay, it took it. Great. And then why should this call take place? I'm going to say transfer the call if a caller says they want human assistance and to speak with somebody, right? So this seems to work pretty well. The AI understands this really well. You can simplify it. You could try to change it, whatever you want to do there. And then what to say before transferring the call. I've tried this a number of different ways, and I think this works actually pretty good. Okay, please hold while I try to transfer the call. If no one is available, please leave a voicemail. All right, so that's what I put here, and that's specifically for the AI when somebody says, yeah, would you like me to transfer the call? Yes, please. And so this is what the AI says right after that. Okay, please hold, right? So you got to kind of keep that in mind when you're creating your prompts and when you're creating your actions here, okay? And I'm just going to click save. Next one is we're going to fire off a workflow. So I'm going to trigger a workflow. I'm going to click this one. And this is going to be send booking link. Copy, bam. And then I'm going to select the workflow that I want to trigger. And this is the booking requested, the AI booking requested. This is when the AI is on talking with somebody and the AI is going to say, would you like to book a call? They're going to say yes. That's what fires this booking requested workflow. Okay, so I'm going to select that one. And then let's see, when to trigger the workflow. Yep. Over here, this is this one. And this is when the caller requests to book a free consultation or requests a call or a free call. I use free consultation in my prompt, so that's why you have free consultation. But it's up to you, whatever you want to use here. And when to say when the workflow is being triggered. Boom. I have the AI say, great, I'm sending you the link now. So the caller's okay, and they put us when I'm testing this, and when other people are doing this, they put the phone on speakerphone so they can look at their text message. They click on the link in the text message. They take 30 seconds to book the appointment and say, hey, yeah, Ellie, I booked my appointment. And then the AI says, okay, great, looking forward to speaking with you. And I've got it confirmed on my end. Ready, rock and roll. So that's what this workflow is doing, and that's why I kind of have it say what it says, right? What's next? Okay, now for the last few things here, we're going to update a few contact fields. And note to self, and note to you too. The update contact field currently only works with text-based contact fields. So like, for example, and this is a big deal. Um, and I'll give you an example. I use CloseBot for conversational AI bookings, and it works really, really well because it qualifies the people based on certain objectives or custom fields like these contact fields, and then it gets them to book an appointment. And works just really, really great. And when you're doing this, I can create a field that's like, for example, what's your favorite color? Red, blue, or green. And based on the color they select, I can take them down another path with the whole conversation. We're currently not able to do that with multi-selects or radio buttons or optional fields. It's just text-based fields for now. So we just have to work with what we have to work with right now. So the first one, I'm going to call this an email. And the field I'm going to update is going to be an email address, right? And then let's see which of the field to be updated. I'm going to say name of the caller. Sorry. Yeah, what to update in the field. This is going to be the contact's, here we go, contact's email address. There we go. And then the we have to give it at least one example so it kind of has something to go on. So I usually give it two examples. One that's a John ad and one that's a Jane.doe at. So it's got this John ad and then this dot in the middle of the prefix for the email address. So it can cover, it can look for those and reply appropriately. So I'm going to save this one. Next one I'm going to do, copy. I'm going to update a contact field is first name. Actually, I'm going to go new field here. Sorry. I don't want to write up the other one. First name. Oops. I guess I already did it too soon. Let me cancel out of here. Yes, confirm, cancel. Let me go back and update contact field. This one's email. So I'm going to click new field over here. There we go. First name. The first name field is the field I'm going to contact or update. I'm sorry. What to update in the field. This is the first name of the caller. The example of a first name might be John, might be Stephanie, right? Give it two options. Okay, save. I'm gonna go back in here. You know, one of the things I keep doing here. I'll show you in a second. We're gonna do the last name now. So I'm gonna go last name. I'm gonna click on the new field. I don't want to update the email one. That's gonna be the one that's gonna load because it's at the top. I'm gonna select new field, select the last name. I'm gonna select last name as the field that's gonna be updated. The what to update in the field is gonna be the last name of the caller. The example is gonna be Smith. I'll just give this one. And then I'm going to go new field here. So if I go new field, it's going to save and give me a new field. I keep saving and going out and having to come back in. It's annoying. So just click new field after the ones that you want to, if you want to add more, right? It'll save you a little bit of time. I think actually though, that's the only ones, the email, first name and last name. It's the only fields I want to update at this point. So I'm just going to click save. I guess I'm going to delete it and save. There we go. Okay, so now when the AI assistant is having this conversation, it's going to be able to update the first name, the last name, and the email address of the contact, and update their actual contact record in the CRM, which is pretty cool, right? Okay, and then the last a couple more things on this agent goals page. I almost forgot. I want to click receive email notification post call completion, so I'm going to select this button. And then I'm going to select me as the user. And this is what you'll do for yourself in order to get to receive an email confirmation of this conversation and an email summary of the conversation, which is like really, really cool, right? So this is how you're going to do that. So select specific users. If you want to send a custom email, you can do that too. But this suffices for me. It's like really, really good when it sends the summary. It's great. So I'm just going to click next now. And then on this page, the only thing you have to do on this page, I think this is the last point too, the last step. The only thing you have to do on this page, once you have your A2P verified number, you have to select it from your dropdown. They'll be populated right here in your dropdown. And then when you select that, you just have to click save. If you want to set your working hours for your agent, you can set that too, so it doesn't work 24/7. However, I think the whole idea behind this AI employee is to have it work 24/7, right? Never takes breaks, never gets tired, is always in a good mood, all that great stuff, right? So so this is all we have to do now is click save. And you are basically ready to go. If you have your A2P number, you've got this all wired up already, you've got your phone, you've got your A2P number to add as a custom value, you've got the AI responding to that A2P number, if you don't pick up when somebody calls it. So this is really the entire snapshot, and all you have to do here to configure everything across the board. And I think you're going to find, hopefully, you're going to find this really easy. And of course, if you wanted to come in here and you wanted to make any changes to this funnel, just go to Sites, go to the Employee Funnel by TWorks, and on the landing page, I'm just going to click Edit here. And you can see our logos are showing up now because we've added that as a custom value, and all of our images are loading here. You can see the phone number because the custom value is really long here. It's kind of stretching stuff out, but when the actual page loads, it just throws in the digits for the phone number, so everything looks like perfect, right? So, but if you wanted to, you can add, if you wanted to add some text up here, you can certainly change the logo using the custom values. If you wanted to add some text or a tagline underneath your logo, add more information to the page here, whatever you want to do. I made it really, really easy to use and update. So, do whatever works best for you. But of course, if you need help, I'm here to help you along the way. And also I just wanted to say that the AI, the voice AI agents they've only been released since the HighLevel event here just a few weeks ago. So this is all really, really new, and this stuff is going to it's going to change rapidly. And so as things change and we get better and better at scripting the AI and getting them to work, I will be on the bleeding edge of helping you guys and helping the community understand how to use these voice agents better and understand how to prompt them so we get exactly what we need out of them. And hopefully soon, one thing that'll help us a great deal is having the ability to update contact fields like I kind of described earlier, like my closebot scenario, where I want to use a field that has multiple options, and based on the option that somebody selects, or based on the option the AI collects from this call, we're going to have the AI respond in a totally different manner. Or what we can even do is have multiple AI agents. So if the front desk assistant Allie here is talking to somebody and somebody says blue, she can transfer that person over to the AI agent that is responsible for handling those callers that have a favorite color of blue. So there's all kinds of really cool and exciting stuff we can do here, and I'm really excited to be on the front of this. And I've got some other bonuses that that you guys are able to get since you purchased my snapshot. So I will be in contact with you. We'll do weekly Zoom meetings to help everyone, to get everybody help they need, and a lot more. So stay tuned for that. And I hope you really like the snapshot. I hope this is easy to use for you. I'm going to send you this instructional doc that gives you step-by-step for everything, and you'll have a way to get in touch with me should you need to. So again, thank you so much. I really appreciate your purchase, and I look forward to helping you along the way. Thanks.